Hi there. This is Mark Ian-Petro asking that if you are enjoying our Exploring Bethlehem series, that you please hit the like and the subscribe buttons. This helps us reach a wider audience, and I greatly appreciate it. Thanks and keep watching.
It probably wouldn't surprise you much to know that in America, football is the biggest pastime, the most popular spectator sport in the country. But it's a different kind of football that the rest of the world finds fascinating. We call it soccer here in America. I'm standing next to what is known as Steel Field here at Center Street and Elizabeth Avenue. It's been here for a long time, and for a long time it's been the home base for Moravian University's football and track and field teams. But did you know that a long time ago, about a century ago, this was actually owned by the Bethlehem Steel Company? And it might fascinate you to know what that grandstand and what that field was originally intended for.
Started in 1907, the Bethlehem Football Club played recreationally against other sides in the region. Soccer seemed destined to be a local niche activity until the onset of World War I created global upheaval. As demand for steel rose due to the war, Bethlehem saw European immigrants flock to the town to work at Bethlehem Steel, a mill that employed nearly half the local residents. The immigrants brought stories from the war and a love for the game they played whenever the guns went silent. Bethlehem Steel adopted the local soccer club as part of its athletic program in 1911, forming Bethlehem Steel FC. The club built America's first soccer-specific stadium, which is now the football field at Moravian University. With talent flooding in and a top-class venue in which to compete, Bethlehem Steel FC began its rise to the top of American soccer. Beginning in the mid-1910s and continuing into the 1920s, Bethlehem Steel FC was a colossus of the U.S. soccer landscape. 5 U.S. Open Cups, still a record today, tied with Maccabi Los Angeles, and 6 American Cups testify to the size and quality of the club. However, the Great Depression hit the club hard, and it folded in 1930, 4 years after its last U.S. Open Cup title. In 1925, the ASL, including Bethlehem Steel FC, boycotted the National Challenge Cup. The boycott created some animosity with the United States Football Association. 3 years later, in 1928, the ASL again boycotted the Challenge Cup. When Bethlehem Steel chose to ignore the boycott this time, the league expelled them. Under the leadership of the USFA, Bethlehem Steel and 2 other expelled teams joined with teams from the Southern New York State Soccer Association to create the Eastern Soccer League. These actions, part of the 1928-1929 soccer wars, along with the Great Depression, financially devastated the ASL, ESL, and Bethlehem Steel FC. While Bethlehem Steel FC rejoined the ASL in 1929, the team folded after the spring 1930 season. Today, nearly a century later, very few city residents know the history of this facility.